Hey kids, in this video we'll be talking about evaluating linear equations with two variables. The emphasis here is that we are evaluating. Any time that you hear the word evaluate, think about this root word value. Value means that we want to find a specific number. Like we were looking for a quantity. Okay, our final answer would be some number, like 2, like 10,000, like 52. So we evaluate means we're finding some number, finding some value, given in a linear equation with two variables. And just as a reminder here, we have this linear equation. Remember that because we have two variables, an x and a y, there's always going to be a corresponding value if you are given one of the values. So for example, if I have x equals 2 and I plug 2 into this equation, that gives me 2 plus y is equal to 5. Well, if x is equal to 2, I can see from this equation that y must be 3. So there's a corresponding value of the other variable given one variable. If x equals 0, that means I have 0 plus y equals 5. What does y have to be? Y has to be 5. Again, a corresponding value, my y value for given another previous value of the other variable. So let's look at our first example here. We want to find the value of y when x is equal to 7 in each of the equations. So if we want to find the value, x is going to be 7 in each of these equations that we're going to look at. We want to be able to find the value of y. Let's start with a here first. So I have y equals x minus 5. When x equals 7, then y equals, well, instead of x, I'm going to write 7, and then I'm going to write the rest of the equation. 7 minus 5 divided by 2. So I'm plugging in 7 for x. And now I'm simply just going to solve. Therefore, y equals 2 divided by 2. And we know that 2 divided by 2 is just going to be 1. Next example, 3y plus 4 equals 2x. Again, we're plugging in 7 for x. So when x equals 7, then 3y plus 4 equals 2. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to put parentheses times 7. Now the reason I put a parentheses there is because it's being multiplication. If I didn't put a parentheses, guys, it would look weird. Well, look. It would look weird. If I didn't put the parentheses, it would look like this. Oops. It would look like this. Now, is that 27 or 2 times 7? Right? So the reason we put parentheses here is so that we're telling you that we're multiplying. Anyways, so I plugged in 7 to where x is. And now I'm going to solve for y. So then 3y plus 4 equals, now what's 2 times 7 is 14. Therefore, 3y, now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to subtract a 4 from both sides. And I get 3y is equal to 10. I can do that because it doesn't change the balance of the equation, doing the same thing to both sides. And here in this one, I will divide by 3 on both sides because I'm trying to solve for y. So that means I'm trying to get y by itself, isolating y. So that goes to 1. So I have 1y is equal to 10 over 3. And we could stop there, or we could say that 1y is equal to 3 and, what is that, 1/3? 1/3. All right? last example here is x equals 9/2 y minus 15.5. Again, we want to find the value of y when x is 7. So when x equals 7, then, well, x is 7, so I'm going to plug that in there. And I have 9/2y minus 15.5. Right? Now I'm going to add 15.5 to both sides. Okay, because I'm trying to solve for y. So this goes to 0. 7 plus 15.5 is 22.5 equal to 9/2y. And now, in order to get a 1 of y, because right now we have 9/2 y, I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. Multiply by the reciprocal on both sides. Okay. That goes to 1, that goes to 1, that goes to 1, that goes to 1. So over here I have 1y. Now I have, and I'm just going to bring this one over here, 2/9 times 22 1/2. I changed that 0.5 to a 1/2. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I want to write this number, I think, as a fraction. Okay? So what I'm going to do 2 times 22 plus 1. So 2/9 times, so that's 45 divided by 2. Okay, if you get stuck here, you need to watch how to change a mixed number into an improper fraction. That's just going to help me multiplying here. So when I multiply here, 2 divided by 2 is going to give me a 1. Then I have 45/9. 45 divided by 9 is 6. So 1y is 6 when x is 7.